Hi guys, Andy here from Awesome 3D Prints again with another video for you guys. A couple of things before we get into the video. First off, let me apologise. The videos have not been coming out as I would like them to, anywhere near as often as I would like them to. I'm working so much since the lockdown. Work has been mental. I'm doing sometimes 15 or 16-hour days because my office is so small. I have to get them through quickly, otherwise I end up piling and I've got no place to put stuff, and it's a nightmare, honestly. Secondly, there's nothing wrong with your monitors. This is actually sunburn. We had one nice day of weather in the UK, and fortunately we know a beach that's fairly quiet, and the lockdown restrictions have been lifted a little bit now. So we went to the beach. We know there's hardly any. There's only like 10 families on this massive long beach, so it's wicked. And we got sunburn and we came home. So that's our summer done now in the UK. We've had a one nice day. That's all you can really expect. You can't ask any more than that, really, can you? Anyway. Yeah, so I'm sorry about the videos, guys. This is me trying to get back on top of it. Hopefully with the summer holidays coming up, I won't have to homeschool the children so much, and the pressure will just lift, because the pressure's been so but yeah, so summer holidays coming up, hopefully, fingers crossed, things will get back to some sort of sense of normality. This video is to answer a question I keep seeing crop up on all the Facebook groups, really. And it's, how do you make money with 3D printing? How do you make money with 3D printing? How do you make money with 3D printing? Everybody's asking the question, and I can understand. I mean, I appreciate that, not everybody wants to tell you how they make money with 3D printing because they don't want the competition. But there is many ways you can make money with 3D printing. You've got large scale manufacturing. If you've got a printer farm, look at Prusa, for example. They manufacture parts for their 3D printers using their own 3D printers, which has got to be, 3D printing a 3D printer is the ultimate goal, isn't it? It's just absolutely amazing. And then you've got small scale manufacturing. There's a lot of custom niche markets. There's people that manufacture body panels for cars, for example, interiors for cars, different bits and pieces. The moldings and that they use, and not necessarily the panel themselves that they've printed, but they can make molds from the print that they've done, so it's a bit stronger than a standard 3D printed one. You've got artwork, custom pieces for people, things like that. There's all sorts you can do. And this video is just to show you one of the ways I make money using 3D printers. So yeah, take a look at it. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, drop a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, click the bell icon, all that usual good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.
Right, guys, another video for you guys. Now this one, I'm going to show you a way of making money using your 3D printer. Now, there's lots of different ways of making money with 3D printer. Depends on what industry you're in, what industry you're interested in getting into. But mine is predominantly just, well, for messing about. It's a home hobby project. However, I have used it several occasions to make some extra cash, which is great. So, I mean, you've probably seen some of my videos on Luban before, and how I've made money before. I did one project for a local business that's a escape room, and they needed some props for the escape room, so I've 3D printed some of those. The second one I've done is just custom prints for people. People want a few bits and pieces here and there. I've done those and made some money. But also recently I've been asked for a local potter. She's actually a friend of mine. She makes a lot of craft stuff out of clay. She's really talented. I love the stuff she does. She's done a lot of mugs recently, where she's had a commission, and a business wants lots of these mugs, but they want them with their logo on, and obviously she's perfectly capable of doing it by hand, but the time required to do every single mug to design the logo by hand, because also the font on it was quite specific as well, so it would be quite a tricky task. But she could do it, but it would take a lot of time to get them all looking the same. So she got in touch and said, can you take this logo and turn it into a stamp? Which I said, yeah, I'll have a look for you. And now I'm not very good with CAD, as you guys know. I don't design an awful lot of my stuff. However, there's this software called Luban, which I've done a video on already, which makes life a lot easier. This is Luban here. I'm not going to use the same logo that she asked me to create, because obviously I don't want to get it done for copyright or anything. So I've just got a logo off the internet, just a sample logo. So we'll click File, and then Create, and then Photomatic. Now Luban does lots of different things. The lithophane it can do are amazing. I've only had a quick play with those, but there's some really nice stuff on here. But the Photomagic's my favourite thing to play with at the moment anyway. So we'll click on Photomagic. And then these are your options here: balloon, cutter, extrusion, morphing, painting, pillar, puzzle, etc. Now all of these do something different. I'll tell you what, I'll stick it on balloon and I'll browse to the logo that I want, this one here, and click open. And you can see, look at that. And that, if you wanted like a 3D logo or something, that is pretty cool. But that's not what we're doing today. You could do a cutter, which is like a cookie cutter, as you can see there. So you could, like, you know, create your own sort of logo from that. You could, if you're doing it in clay, that would be fine. You've got extrusion. Now extrusion is the one I will be using today, but there are lots of different, if I put that down to as you can see, there's lots of different settings you can mess about with. Lots of different settings. I mean, obviously, you'd never do that, but there's so many bits and pieces. Anyway, we'll go back to what I was doing. Sorry, I got playing rather than talking to you guys. So I'll put the elevation back to where it was. I leave that to vertical, and I'll change that back to rectangle. Right, there we go. Now that's the logo, and as you can see, it's perfectly usable as it is. We don't want the so that's 0. Oh. Now, perfectly usable, but as you can see, the little bits of text there are going to be incredibly difficult to print because they're just going to fall over and snap. Now, if you're doing a stamp, you probably wouldn't want them that deep anyway. So the extrusion height here, just change to whatever suits you. 1 for me would be perfect for the stuff that I do. And obviously it depends on the size you want to print this, so you can change the size here and here and make it bigger, smaller, whatever. But obviously the smaller you get to. I mean, I've just put a smaller nozzle on it. You've got a 2mm nozzle on there at the moment, because the last one I had to do, the text was very small, and I found it worked best with a 2mm nozzle. So, but yeah, anyway, that's your logo created, so you can make a stamp out of that, no problems at all. All you've then got to do is export it. So File, Export, STL. I'll call it logo. Overwrite the existing one because I've already prayed about this today. And then you go to your slicing software. Click File and Open Files. Choose your logo, which is that one there, and that's it. But obviously, that's not quite it, because if you're going to stamp that into something, it needs to be mirrored. Now you can mirror it in Luban using the Object and Mirror X, but for some reason on this logo it messes up horrendously. Not entirely sure why. In fact, I'll show you it. Do you know what? It worked perfect that time. Every time I've done that so far, it's messed up, but it's worked this time anyway. So you just click Object and Mirror, and then you've got the mirror there, or you can just mirror it in Cura using the one here, and click that way, and it does the same thing either way. So you can mirror it either way. So kind of give you a bit better view of that. And then obviously you slice it and print it as you normally would do. And you've got a stamp, and you can make as many of these as you need. They don't take a long time to print. Obviously I've got my super small nozzle on at the moment, so that would take a lot longer to print than it normally would do. But yeah, and you can churn them out quite quickly, relatively cheaply. I mean, obviously you may get a few failures, and the first one you do they might not quite like for some reason. You have to change it a few times, but generally it's a quick way of getting a stamp to somebody. You know, if you were to try and order a custom stamp off the internet, you have to send it off. Someone's going to have to manufacture something and send it back to you, and the cost involved can be quite high. So you can probably undercut a lot of the competition with your 3D printer. Just charge for your time, charge for your materials, plus whatever percentage you feel is fair. And then you've got a logo that somebody will think fantastic, and then you'll get repeat business from that, because not only will that customer, the next time they get an order, come back to you, there's the possibility they'll refer you to somebody else, and then they'll start coming to you, and then you'll build your business up that way. There's lots of different ways of making money with 3D printers. This is just one of them, and it works for me. Yeah, so Luban, brilliant, absolutely love this. But whilst I've got you, I'll show you some of the lithophane stuff actually, because I really do like the lithophane stuff. File, create lithophane. Oh. Oh. There's lots of different, obviously, the logo that I choose probably won't show up too well in the lithophane. I wouldn't. Oh, it's not too bad actually. Yeah, you can see that. There's lots and lots of different different shaped lithophanes on here. Again, you can imagine that for someone's logo. How cool would that be? Stick a lamp in there or something and you've got your own logo thing. That's absolutely amazing. There's just so many different options, honestly, and as usual, you've got your positive and negative options. Actually, as a logo, that might look really cool, depending obviously what your color scheme is. But there's so many options, so many things you can do with Luban. It's free to download. There's a free trial. You can check it out, download it, and see what you think. If you decide you like it and want to do larger files, then you have to pay for it. But there is a yearly or a lifetime subscription option, so it's not actually too badly priced at all. Anyway guys, as usual, thanks for watching. I hope you liked my video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. And if you want to see more, tick the subscribe icon and the bell icon so you get notified when they're about. Cheers guys, thanks again for watching.